brand as logo or brand as name or brand as tagline, marketing, advertising, PR, website, whatever. I think that a lot of people, when they think about brand, they think about those elements, which are really, I would call them expressions or ways to communicate your brand. But your brand is your business if you are using your brand correctly. And so brand as business is simply a phrase to kind of say, there should be no separation. There should be no difference between how you're managing, developing, and growing your brand as how you're managing, developing, and growing your business. And a lot of it has to do with your culture, inside your organization. It has to do with the actual customer experience that you're providing and, your company operations and strategies, what you actually do. So it's really a very, I think, more comprehensive thing than people want to think of just a brand as. Great brands start inside, meaning that they start brand building by cultivating a strong brand-led culture inside their companies. And that also means that they are saving, communicating, expressing their brand through things like a logo or a marketing campaign for after they've actually created this strong culture inside. So it's really about being more focused on how you're running your business, why you're running your business, what are the values and attributes that you want to be known for and that you are really cultivating among everyone who works on your brand. And that's where you start. And then once you've got that to a point where you feel like, okay, we're really creating value here, then you go out and you start working on your external image. Absolutely. I mean, how many times do we read about like when a corporation is in trouble and the first thing they do is, oh, we're going to launch a brand campaign or we're going to change our name or refresh our logo. And, and I'm not saying that those things aren't important, but I think that, customers are pretty savvy these days. And, a new logo or a new tagline, those things are kind of like, a dime a dozen. And people really want to know, okay, what are you doing that's different? What value are you creating for me? Why should I pay attention to you? And the external image is only a part of that. I think within a corporation, you are in charge of your career, right? And I spent 15 plus years in the corporate world. So I know, how hard it is to, shape your career and pursue your individual career goals at the same time, supporting and, pursuing your company's objectives. And I think that, you need to be very cognizant of what you are known for within an organization so that you can accomplish those goals. And a lot of that has to do with, again, the value that you create, the projects that you sign up to work on, the way that you conduct yourself in meetings within a corporation, as well as a small business owner or an individual, consultant. You need to focus on, what value you're creating and how are you doing business that's distinctive and, memorable and compelling. As a salesperson, I think that when you go and you call on a customer, you're not only, you're representing two brands, your own brand and your company brand. And I would venture to guess that most buyers are, basing a, buying decision on both of those brands. They want to know, is this person that I'm sitting, across the table from, do I like them? Do I respect them? Do I trust them? But then, and then in addition, do I want to do business with this company? And so it's really, I think, the combination of the two that makes a very powerful sales presentation. You do what you say that you are doing, so I always say that a brand can't just be a promise. It needs to be a promise delivered. So you're integrating your promise with your actual execution. But I think integration is also about every aspect, of what you're doing. Every aspect of the customer experience needs to be integrated so that it creates this branded experience, this really compelling, differentiated experience for the customer. And so it's, about making sure that your products are, the types of products that you have are, expressing the value that you want to be known for. The types of services you offer are integrated with those products. The pricing that you use reflects the value that you want to be known for. The promotions and the marketing you do build up an expectation that then is delivered from those products and services. So it's all part of a cohesive whole. It's probably safe to say that in most every area, every sector, every industry, competition has already increased or is increasing, and your need to stand out and be known is becoming, even more critically important. And you can't just expect your customers to figure that out. If we just run a good business, people will come to us. I mean, that's not the way that it works today. You need to stand out and give customers a reason to choose you. So that's why it's important. Part of the reason why you might have all these different, logos or expressions or, different brochures or, whatever, maybe because you yourself as a business owner or as a partner team are not focused and clear yourself on what does your brand stand for. What is that core essence or core purpose or core mission that really holds everything together? But, write it down and make sure that it's clear on what you stand for and how you're different and better from your competition.
If you enjoy this podcast, please make sure to subscribe. And to stay updated on everything that the Action Catalyst is up to, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Action Catalyst Podcast and on Twitter at Catalyst_Action. And thanks for listening.